Alrighty. So we're reacting to the FNAF lore explained in 10 minutes since the new FNAF movie's coming out this week. Let's get it, boys.
FNAF lore in 10 minutes. Ready, go. A guy named William moves from England to a small town called Hurricane with his wife and 3 kids. It's in this small town that he meets a fella named Henry, who has his own kids, and Henry and William become good friends. They decide on a business venture to open up a family diner that sold cake, and with the main attraction being these two animatronic suits that can either be an animatronic or can spring lock into suits that humans can wear. Keep that in mind, it'll be important later. Henry wore the Freddy suit and William wears the Bonnie suit. Fellas, business is booming for Fazbear's Family Diner, so much so that they open up another branch called Freddy Fazbear's Pizza, where he creates 4 new animatronics,
Gotta
Bonnie,
make the big bucks,
Chica,
boys.
Freddy,
Gotta make them
and
big bucks.
Foxy. But what we don't know about William Afton is that he's a crazed lunatic, an absolute psychopath. It is for this reason that it's assumed that Henry created an animatronic called the Puppet to protect his daughter Charlie from danger. One day in Freddy Fazbear's Pizza, Henry's daughter Charlie gets locked outside of the pizzeria. However, the puppet can't save Charlie as it's stuck in a box, and as William pulls into the driveway, he ends up murdering Charlie and dragging her into an alley. Once the puppet finally gets out of the box, it goes outside to protect Charlie,
bro was literally just
only
there
to
to
find her dead. What
Jesus
happens next
Christ.
is that Charlie's spirit inhabits the puppet, so it's now possessed.
This is how I imagine it. He was just driving by. He wasn't even supposed to stop there, right? He's just driving by. He's heading home from the grocery store or some shit. Sees her, pulls over, murders her ass, puts her in the alleyway, and then dips.
Spirit, and Henry lost his only child. Now, while all of this is going
on, let's
focus on William
Afton's he was just casually driving by.
And a daughter, but right now, let's focus on the boys. The small one is Evan, and the older is Mike. Evan is scared of the animatronics, and Mike sees this as a wonderful opportunity to prank Evan. On Evan's birthday party, Mike, the older brother, decides to put Evan near the mouth of an animatronic version of Freddy to give him a big kiss. What happened instead is that the spring locks on the suit fail due to the moisture of the tears, which ends up causing the animatronic to bite down on William's kid like a Big Mac, killing him, thus marking the bite of 83. The death of his youngest son was enough to spiral William Afton's mind into even more chaos and psychotic behavior. He ends up luring 5 children into the...
Is that the video?
safe room of Freddy Fazbear's Pizza.
It is. What the fuck? I did not just hear a big kiss.
Money, from which he then kills them.
Bro, it sounds like somebody's banging something in the background, bro. Brother needs to fix his microphone.
New suits, he made a compartment specifically designed to
Who hears that? That's just bothering me too.
And because of this, no one was able to find any evidence. The puppet, witnessing all of this decides to assist the children. But there's 5 children and 4 suits.
I think he was recording while somebody was like doing yard or work in his house or something.
Fredbear costume. So now we have 6 kids that have their souls stuck in animatronics. Shortly after, Afton ends up getting fired from his own company and the restaurant is closed down due to health violations. However, yeah,
health violations. There was literally blood and mucus coming out of the damn animatronics.
Pizza. He decides to make a new company called Afton Robotics and creates a new location specifically designed to murder children. But why, you may ask? Well, when Afton was murdering the 5 children, he discovered a way to become immortal, introducing Remnant. When the kids die, they release this material called Remnant, which bonds your soul onto something. This is basically how the missing children and Charlie were able to possess the spirits of animatronics. He uses this information specifically to create Circus Baby, who was able to lure children in with games and then crush them inside of her stomach. So now we know that William... So they basically just made a pedo bot. Eldest is doing something not really important right now, but maybe later.
They just made a pedo bot.
Elizabeth, Afton's daughter, is here at this private party to unveil the new location in the franchise, until Elizabeth gets a little too close to Baby, and yeah, she gets folded like a lawn chair. Anyway, because of this incident, the Circus Baby Pizza World was shut down due to a gas leak. But rest assured, he still kept the animatronics open for rental. For what reason? Well, you remember this guy, right? Afton's only son? William, being the wonderful father he is, he sent his son to locate and free the soul of Elizabeth, who is trapped inside of Circus Baby. So now let's shift to the new star of the show, Michael Afton, who survives the first 4 nights pretty well, until around the 4th night, where technicians are instructed to scoop out the shells of the animatronics and take the salvageable endoskeletons. This scooping machine also has some remnant. I wonder why. Soon enough, all of the animatronics get scooped, but they all combine their parts of their endoskeleton into some weird megazord known as Ennard. On the final night, our man Michael ends up finding himself in this godforsaken scooping machine, And it turns out Baby's true intentions were to scoop the living hell out of Michael's organs and make some room for Ennard to chill in there. Like some
that's
fucked up
just a
hermit crab. Needless to say, our boy
pretty
Michael
good lore,
gets
right,
scooped
boys?
like
What do you
he's
guys
one of those
think?
Strawberry sherbet
You guys
ice
think they're
creams,
gonna have that
and
in the
all that
in the
remnant
movie,
keeps
bro?
his soul alive.
I was gonna get
Ennard makes his
fucking.
way inside of the corpse to escape
I was
the
gonna get
complex.
scooped.
Wait, wrong game. Eventually, we realize that Michael's body slowly ends up deteriorating due to him being basically a walking corpse. A few days later, Ennard ends up escaping into a sewer system.
Why are they
and this is when we
hiding?
think our boy
Hold
is-
on. Why are they hiding? They're just ignoring the problem. What? Who the fuck sees a corpse walking around and just, oh, it's just, he's just weird. Just ignore him. Motherfucker, I'd be calling the cops. What you mean just sit there and ignore
And
him?
He gets reanimated back to life. Now that Michael has
Hell
freed
no.
Elizabeth, his new goal is to find
I'm
William
calling the
Afton.
cops.
Fast
Ain't
forward a
nobody,
bit,
I ain't
Michael
dealing with
isn't
that
able
shit.
to find his father, but while all of this is happening, William decides to go to the original abandoned location to dismantle all of the old animatronics. William ends up snapping those fools like Lego bricks, but unbeknownst to
Bruh.
William, he just awoken the
Like
spirits
Lego
in a
bricks, that's
physical
dope.
form. The spirits all gather up and confront William. However, in this safe room lies the very suit that William Afton used to kill these children.
Big
In
Willie
an
A.
attempt to, I don't know, scare them, he puts on the suit and laughs mockingly. It was all fine and dandy until those spring locks on the suit got a little too loose, and yeah, William ended up getting crushed
Basically,
and
the more you
mutilated,
fuck
causing a
around,
very
the more you
ironic
find
death.
out.
His corpse
Basically
just
what
laid there
happened.
for a while until some fools decided to reopen the Five Nights at Freddy's franchise as a horror attraction. They found the suit
I have
and
no
thought,
clue,
hey,
Batman.
this bloody
No clue.
animatronic suit seems to be perfect to put inside of a horror attraction for kids. When they do this, William decides to become alive again and stalks this area for a week. I say a week because after 1 week passed, the building was set on fire. The reason being unknown, but all that you need to know is that Springtrap, or William, is still alive despite the fire. It's possible it could have been Michael to set the fire in an attempt to try and kill
I
William
honestly
Afton,
think it
but
was
we don't
Michael
know.
who did it.
However, he
1000%.
didn't escape without significant damage, as now he has to repair himself a little bit. And do you remember Ennard, who escaped through the sewer? Well, Baby was ejected from this and ends up having to piece herself
Just
together
lore-wise,
into
it makes
Scrap
sense.
Baby, while the rest of Ennard dons a Freddy mask to become Molten Freddy. We've discussed a lot of characters this video, but there's one that I haven't talked about in too much detail. That would be Henry, William Afton's friend, whose daughter became the puppet. In all of this grief, Henry steps in to finally devise a plan to end it all. He opens up a new pizzeria under the Freddy's franchise to gain the attention
Son of
of the
a
roaming
bitch.
animatronics, including Michael Afton, who still wants to find William Afton. Mike ends up getting the security job.
Motherfucker started up a zoo with all these motherfuckers. He's got a corpse, a fucked up animatronic with like 30 inside of him, and his daughter that's literally just fucking like a robot.
And remember, he still looks like his father here. Henry creates
Looking like
an
a whole-ass
animatronic to
crab
capture
claw,
his
bro.
daughter. The animatronic is called Lefty, and little by little, Mike collects every single one of the animatronics.
Literally
into
a
one
whole
facility,
zoo.
all according
Jesus
to Henry's
Christ.
plan. And on the final night, we finally get to hear Henry. He has this awesome speech that
Bro,
my
that
words couldn't
speech
do
is so
justice,
fire,
so by all
bro.
means, check it out on your own. However, Henry's plan was to gather all the animatronics to one place in order to burn them, freeing their souls. He tells Mike, the volunteer, that there was a way for him to get out, but he feels that Mike might want to die here. Henry commits arson to the building, killing all of the animatronics ever.
Yeah, I just have a
including
feeling you
Mike
want to
himself,
burn a
and of
fiery
course,
ass death and go
William
to hell.
Afton, where his soul is
Just have
presumably
a
forever
certain
tortured
feeling.
by all of the animatronics. We finally get a peaceful ending, all loose ends finally tied together. How peaceful. Until the next game comes out. This is where another company takes control of
Alrighty.
the FNAF games instead of Scott Cawthon, so there might be a lot of plot holes. But it's up to you on which story you want to continue or end with. Anyways, it said that before William died, he uploaded himself virtually onto Binary.
Yeah, but
Code,
Scott's still
and when they
working on the
developed a
games.
virtual
He's just
FNAF
not
experience, William's
active in
conscious
development.
enters through code and now
He just
is in
helps with the
virtual
lore and
game.
stuff.
He's able to use his power to slowly take over people's bodies. William ends up finding a host named Vanessa to take control of, using her to create an alter ego called Vanny, which William can take control of. Shortly after, a new FNAF mall
Fuck
is
that
created.
bitch.
God, these guys really need to stop making FNAF branded things. And to go figure, in
On
this mall,
God.
9 children are missing. Our main cast is the glam rock series of Chica, Freddy, Roxy, and this alligator
that, like,
who
make it,
apparently
like,
jumped the living hell out of Bonnie.
Dozens
and
of
killed her.
kids that have gotten
All you
killed
need
at
to
this
know is that
point,
these animatronics are in some way controlled
and
by
people
William Afton.
still want to make
Anyway,
Five Nights at
Glamrock
Freddy's
Freddy
shit.
ends up malfunctioning on stage
Like, in the
because he
game
is exempt
verse,
from being
people
controlled
are
by William, and he
stupid.
spazzes out. He wakes up near closing time only
dozens
to
of
spot Gregory,
kids.
some homeless kid who presumably thinks that
And
living
nobody
in a
thinks
mall
there's
with
an issue
robot
with that.
animals is a good idea. Now, some people assume that Gregory is an animatronic because how his vision glitches when he sees Vanny. Freddy and Gregory
This
work together
motherfucker's scanning
and basically end up stealing
motherfuckers. I
parts
wouldn't
of
trust that
animatronics to
motherfucker
make
with
Freddy stronger.
dispensing
To do this,
ice
they throw
cream.
Chica into a trash compactor.
I didn't even put
snap
any
the alligator
type of
monkey
technology in
into
them to walk
bite-sized
around like that.
pieces, and then promptly commit vehicular
Hell
manslaughter
no.
on a fox. They end up exploring underneath the complex to find a replica restaurant where they find the Blob, a creature that has the souls of what seems like many animatronics. And William Afton, I thought you were dead. Anyway, William wants to resume his favorite hobby, killing children, so that's the reason why he
Wow.
wants to control all of the animatronics, is just to murder children.
How bored do you
But
have to
after
be
an
to
epic
make that
final
your
fight,
hobby?
Gregory and Glamrock Freddy end up burning the entire complex whole, which probably
What
won't
the
work on William
fuck,
Afton.
dude?
And right as William Afton is about to catch Gregory and Glamrock Freddy, William Afton is captured by the Blob to, I don't know, some other place now. As you know it, the complex ends up getting shut down, and that's the ending. We get a beautiful ending, similar to the one of Pizzeria Simulator, overlooking a hill with a lot of corpses, and this time, I can say for sure, all loose ends are finally tied together.
Not in
Until
FNAF.
the books and DLC release.
Not for FNAF. That ain't the case at all. Anyways, that's going to be the end of this reaction, boys. You guys know what to do. Click that like and sub, and I'll see you guys in the next one.